You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Radio Show, only on Financial News and Talk. Now live in studio, your host, local and national real estate expert and consumer advocate, Ron Siegel.
And hello again. Welcome to Ron Siegel Radio. This is the show with no real boundaries as we discuss current events, financial markets, politics, sports, even poking fun at the rest of the media. This is the show that connects the dots of confusion. Delivered by conflicting media reports. We connect the dots so you know the actions you can take, how your family or business can benefit from current events. Most of all, thank you for joining me. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day. We're a very focused show. We only chat about items that affect the roof over your head, your bank account, and anything I feel would benefit you. And then remind you, if you ever have any home or finance related questions, I am the consumer advocate looking out for you, and you can reach out to me directly, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. Just remember, that's the number you call anytime for assistance. When you call that number, it comes directly to me first. There are operators standing by.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
Well, I do have a great team when it comes to developing a financing plan or plan to save you money. I personally work with you, even if you don't have any needs today. Save this number in your phone for future reference, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. Before we get into our intriguing content today, please join me in welcoming our featured guest. And he is a repeat offender. Welcome back, Travis Robinson, Maxwell Agency. If you're watching us on RonSiegelRadio.tv, any of the socials, the ABC News and Talk AM 1490 video feed, when I play that opening jingle and you see a guest really start smiling, you wonder what they did. Welcome, Travis.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
Glad to have you with us. And thank you for listening in from Phoenix. Wow, we got Phoenix on the line. If you are there, StreamYard.com/Facebook. That way we know who you are instead of just calling you Facebook or Mr. and Mrs. User. So, but we appreciate you listening in. And as always, we are celebrating today. We celebrate every day on Ron Siegel Radio. You know, I think I wonder if is this a Klutz Day or maybe it's an anti-Klutz Day. National Walk Around Things Day. So don't we always walk around things? Well, Travis is in football, so they kind of go through things. So that's a whole different story. Travis, you guys recruiting that guy, the usher or security guard from the Dodgers?
Oh, good tackle.
That was a good tackle.
Yeah, he had to have played some football on this day for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. There might have been a little helmet to helmet there without the helmet. So, I'm wondering, was that excessive force? I don't know. It's just a whole different story. Jeep 4x4 Day. I don't think we're going to be going 4x4 with our Jeep at all today. National School Librarian Day. I was kicked out of many libraries. Hug a News Person Day. Is this a news broadcast? I don't know.
Are you considered news?
I think we're considered news, but I'm not going to get a hug from you. That's okay. Vitamin C Day. Yeah, we got a lot to celebrate. But having beaten anorexia, I think we're just going to stick with National Chicken Cordon Bleu Day. Look at that picture. If you're watching us on RonSiegelRadio.tv, that's a nice looking picture there of chicken cordon bleu. Let's take a look and see what's going on in the world today. We've got the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 273 points. The S&P 500, that one is down as well, 30. The NASDAQ is down 72. Oil's down 33 cents. But does any of it matter? There's only one news story in the United States today, and it's all happening in New York. Regardless, love him or hate him, it's the Donald Trump show once again in New York today. You got to look, Alvin Bragg, he's kind of, it's unintended consequences. It's basically politicians that really have no clue about what's going on in the world. So Alvin Bragg, bringing these charges against Donald Trump, whether you love him or hate him, 7-year-old issue that is nothing different than what the Congress of the United States did, except he used his money, Congress used our money, to pay people not to talk. 7 years ago. That also means it's past the statute of limitations by 5 years. I gotta love that one. But Mr. Bragg, you gotta love it because last number I heard was I think Trump has raised over $7 million in donations since these indictments that were sealed but leaked. I wonder how that happens. So, and now what is it? 76% of the people believe it's all a political witch hunt. 76. That means there's Democrats that believe it too. Now they don't care. They just want to see him go to jail, which he's not going to. But the bottom line is, I wonder if Bragg is done now. I don't think he's going to be bragging when this is over, when he looks kind of foolish, but, we'll just keep on rolling with it. Let's take a look and see. Gas prices, they are going to go up even more. Got to love that one because we're going to be heading out into the summer season. A lot of the youngsters are on spring break right now. I don't have to worry about that. I'm always on break. California, $4.85 a gallon. Josh, you're at $4.22 there in Nevada. Phoenix, Arizona, $4.31 is the average for a gallon of gasoline in Arizona. Brittany's at $3.48, and our tremendous underwriter, Lori, $3.18. Not only is she a tremendous underwriter for our lending team, if you got involved with us in the Ron Siegel Radio March Madness pool, Lori had 3 brackets in there. She won first and second place in the March Madness bracket. Congratulations, Lori. So not only is she a great underwriter, she's a great basketball analyst. So moving right along, let's see what else we've got going on in the news today. Well, there's really nothing to talk about in the news. I mean, when you think about it, everybody's laughing at the United States with what's going on with Trump. And while they're laughing and while we're watching Trump, our gas prices are going up. Saudi Arabia is getting in a deal with Iran, brokered by China. China and Russia are getting together, and the president is out telling us how great the economy is. What else can we talk about? I mean, is that about all there is?
Idiot. Such an idiot.
Yeah, amazing. I mean, when you think about gas prices, where they've been and where they are. And we've got good old Janet Yellen, while the banks are collapsing, she's talking about the Inflation Increase. I'm sorry, it's not supposed to be Increase Act. It's a Reduction Act. Yeah, her Inflation Increase Act. Basically, it's got a lot for green energy, which, we know that's important to Janet Yellen because when the banks were collapsing beforehand, that's what they were talking about in the Treasury meetings, is green energy. Can you believe that one? I mean, we just watch it. We see what's going on, but we'll move right along and watch what's going on in the housing market. I did share, we've got a new commercial we're going to be producing, talking about March Madness is over, but it's a time to buy a house. I think so. Even though we got a lot of people saying that house prices are dropping, FHFA, the Federal Housing Finance Agency, says home prices have dropped less than 1% from the peak. Think about that. Less than 1% from the peak. And that's on homes with conforming loans. After a couple of years of up 20s, down less than 1%, I'd say that's a pretty good deal. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate current events and the financial markets. When we come back, if you are a business owner, maybe you're a small business owner, would you like to save some money on health insurance? We're going to talk about it. 2 reasons you should sell your house. And yes, we've got Visit Anaheim. They've sent us their things to do for the weekend. Visit Anaheim, brought to you by, or You're on the Town, brought to you by Visit Anaheim. All that and more. You can reach me anytime. Off air number 800-306-1990. 800-306-1990 or RonSiegelRadio.com, Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the number 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio, your home and mortgage connection.
79% of all credit reports have errors that should be corrected through factual disputing. You could be saving thousands every year if your report was accurate. CreditSanitizer.com provides a free credit report audit when you furnish a specific $1 credit report. You can use this information to request corrections to your report and potentially save thousands of dollars. Get your free credit audit at CreditSanitizer.com. That's CreditSanitizer.com for a free credit report audit. CreditSanitizer.com.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio. Or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The Mortgage Minute brought to you by, did I miss something? Mortgage Minute brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, Geneva's got the programs and the products. You just need to make the call, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. And every day at this time, OBMMI, they provide the most comprehensive, accurate, timely, and interactive analysis of pricing ever conducted in the mortgage industry, calculated from actual lock rates with consumers across 35% of all mortgage transactions nationwide. What did loans do yesterday? This is lock rates. It does not include points paid or received, doesn't have the APR. 30-year conforming loan, 6.398, down a little bit. 30-year jumbo loan, 6.561, down a little bit. 30-year FHA loan, 6.374, up a little bit. 30-year USDA loan, 6.444, up a little bit. That's the rural loan. Generally, no down payment in those rural areas. And the best loan on the market, it was up ever so slightly. Not even a tenth of a point. The 30-year VA loan up it's at 6.058. Again, that is the best loan on the market. You can't just want it, you got to earn it because it's for veterans only. Let's see what the markets are doing right now as we speak. If my screen will repopulate, we'll be in good shape. The 10-year Treasury, wow, it's down 8 basis points. We're looking at the S&P 500 down 25.87. Mortgage-backed securities are up 25 basis points. That means interest rates on home loans are down a little bit today. Why is this happening? Well, CoreLogic reported that home prices rose 0.8% in February, now up 4.4% from this time last year, which is down 5.5% from the previous report. CoreLogic forecasts that home prices will rise again in March by 0.2% and rise by 3.7% over the next 12 months, which is revised up from 3.1% in the previous report. Also in line with our estimates for what is in store for appreciation. The Reserve Bank of Australia left interest rates unchanged at 3.6%, joining the Bank of Canada in calling a timeout. Governor Lowe said the decision to hold, quote, the decision to hold interest rates steady this month provides the board with more time to assess the state of the economy and the outlook in an environment of considerable uncertainty. The board recognizes that monetary policy operates with a lag and that the full effect of this substantial increase in interest rates is yet to be felt, unquote. Janet Yellen, can you hear us? Jerome Powell, are you listening? We hope the Fed also takes a pause. March Banking Conditions Survey. The Dallas Fed released their March Banking Conditions Survey, showing that loan demand declined for the 5th period in a row, citing worsening business activity. The survey of 71 financial institutions took place between March 21st and 29th, a few weeks after Silicon Valley Bank went under. Loan volumes fell, driven largely by a sharp contraction in consumer loans. Loan non-performance increased slightly overall, with only notable rise over the past 6 weeks coming from consumer lending. Credit standards and terms continued to tighten sharply, and market rises in loan prices were also noted over the reporting period. Banking outlooks continue to deteriorate, with contacts expecting a contraction in loan demand and business activity and an increase in non-performing loans over the next 6 months. Manufacturing recession. ISM manufacturing index fell from 47.7 to 46.3, which was well below estimates of 47.5. Remember, anything below 5 is contraction, also known as recession. The JOLTS report, job openings and labor turnover report, showed that there were 9.9 million job openings in February, which was well below expectations of 10.4 and is at a 21-month low. Leisure and hospitality shed 87,000 jobs. Be careful. We got a trap coming. Tomorrow, we're going to see the ADP jobs report. And Friday, we get the BLS jobs report. So if we've got this 87,000 jobs lost in leisure and hospitality, and that was where all the gains were coming from before, what do you think we're going to see tomorrow? That is the Mortgage Minute, brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. Okay, thanks, Josh. I think I got it wrong again. VA loan was down according to the OBMMI. So, I got a tongue tied here. Interesting, because Josh, my screen shows green. Okay, my screen is from the 31st of March. No wonder I've got all these numbers that are goofy. Okay, look at it. If you're watching us on RonSiegelRadio.tv or ABC News and Talk AM 1490 video feed, you got Josh that's actually giving us more accurate data because obviously I have trouble reading. So we're looking at the 30-year conforming, 6.336, down a bit. Jumbos were up at 6.569. 30-year FHAs were down at 6.297. The USDA was down at 6.319. And the VA was down. That's the best loan. 5.813. That was down a lot. And obviously, we had a few people listening yesterday because I blew the commentary yesterday also when I said that San Diego State was going to be playing Miami. Maybe they would have had a better shot at playing Miami because they didn't do very well against Connecticut. So, and we know how that ended. But in any event, let's talk. Well, maybe we'll talk football instead, because now, even if I get it wrong, we'll get it right because we got the coach in the house. And I used to have. Well, let me see if I've got it over here because I might have a sound bite for this one. But we'll see if we can. There it is.
Yeah, last time.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm still slow. I had it last time and I didn't remember it this time. Okay, Travis Robinson, Maxwell Agency, and Coach of the Year.
Far from Coach of the Year.
Okay, so I was gonna throw it out there anyway.
I'm on a great staff, so
okay,
those guys are Coach of the Year.
Yeah, you guys had a pretty good year this year.
We did national champions.
National champions.
One state, then national championship. Just at our banquet. Banquet was at the Forum, which is amazing. Amazing venue.
You mean Inglewood?
Yeah, we had our banquet.
Wow.
Last weekend. So it was awesome. It was great.
Oh, I didn't even know they did banquets and things like that there.
Well, if you win a national championship, they do.
Okay, so I guess one school gets that every how many years? How many national championships have you guys won?
Well, this is my first. But Bosco has 3.
Bosco has national championship.
Correct.
Wow. So they just have a standing event over there at the Forum.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but we got pretty lucky. Got awesome coaches, awesome staff. The kids are amazing, so I'm fortunate.
But you know something, because I can say this. What the heck, I would anyway. My oldest son played at Orange Lutheran, and obviously played against Bosco every year. And there's not it's not magic that some of these elite teams are elite. They work real hard all year round.
For sure. Absolutely.
It's not just the 10 or 12 or 13 games they play. I don't know if it's the same way now. I think when my son was playing, they got basically 3 weeks off a year.
Yeah, we're doing. I have practice today, and then we're off for a week because of spring break and Easter. So we take some time off, but then when we come back, we're right back at it. We're back in the spring. We've got a big golf tournament coming up. If anyone's interested in looking or playing in our golf tournament, they can contact us. Go to Bosco's webpage.
Okay, don't tell me you're playing at Augusta National.
No,
okay.
We play at a great venue. I'm not sure. I forget where we're playing, but that's coming up. I think it's in June or July. But we have an awesome championship dinner before that. which is a Friday night, which is at Bosco. And then we have the tournament on Monday. So if anyone's interested, we'd love to have you come out and support.
Okay, we'll get some information about that on our website as well. So you can go and visit Ron Siegel Radio on our Facebook page, or check it out on the Orange County Buzz as well. And we'll see if we can get Travis to put some information on there.
Sure.
We might even find some donations to give you as well.
That'd be great.
Yeah, well, so the golf tournament, I think I'm not going to throw it. Well, I'll throw it out there because we can. What the hell? What the heck? Cutting that, Josh. So we might even I might be able to find a trip to Africa for you, donated. But we'll see about that. We'll check it out and see what we can do.
I've never been to Africa, so let's throw it in there.
We'll see what we can do. But let's talk insurance. So you're the insurance man of the championship team.
Well, I'm on a great team with Maxwell Agency. We do a phenomenal job for business owners, and it's not me. I've got partners and staff.
Okay, so if you want great insurance, don't call Travis.
Call me, but I have a team behind me
Right.
that really does a great job.
You know something? I'm the same, because I can mess up what the VA loans did, and I've got a great team. Josh tells me that, hey man, read the slide properly. It's right in front of you, right? And I'm a little slow. I'll admit it. Isn't it Monday today?
Tuesday.
I can't even get that one right.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but you know something? You have to have a great team, and I'm looking at it and saying, how do you? I'm not sure there's a whole lot that you can do in this world without a team.
Correct.
Right. I mean, our lending team, our radio team, we got it all. It's all teamwork. I mentioned earlier our tremendous underwriter, Lori. You gotta have a team, because no one's an expert at everything, right? Everything there is.
Yeah, I'm not good at compliance. I'm not good at.
I'm not very compliant either.
Well, yeah, but
I'm not even athletic.
Yeah, but the staff that I work with, they're good. They're organized. They make sure that all my businesses are in compliance with ACA, ERISA.
And you have to be, because I don't know about health insurance, and I certainly don't know ACA and ERISA and all those things. But I was on a speakers panel last week, and I was sharing that, I know last year, the year before, FHA had like over 300 changes to their guidelines. I can't study all that.
Well, and then that's a good point, because you talk about employee handbooks, and they did a study. I think 87% of businesses are out of compliance when it comes to their employee.
87%,
yeah, something like that. That number I'm sure fluctuates, but with COVID, you have to have your employee handbooks updated annually, and your employees have to review them and sign them annually. So if you haven't done that, we can help.
Great information. We're going to continue our conversation. Travis Robinson is with us. I'll try and get the articles correct next session or next segment. 2 reasons you should sell your house. Maybe there's a way to save money on your company's insurance. We'll talk about that. And On the Town, brought to you by Visit Anaheim. All that and more. You can reach me anytime off air, number 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com, Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube, Ron Siegel, the number 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio, your home and mortgage connection.
Is your budget getting blown up with high prices of gas and increased costs
That's the date of the-
for other household needs? This is Ron Siegel, host of the daily Home and Finance radio
Coach, we'll
program.
talk about the
Did you know if you have a low interest rate mortgage along with auto debt, credit card debt, or student
June 9th.
loans, your family could potentially save $500 or more per month by restructuring these debts? If you'd like a free Borrow Smart analysis with our team, let's book an appointment to see how we might be able to relieve some stress. Schedule an appointment at rsrbsa.com. That's rsrbsa.com for your free Borrow Smart analysis. rsrbsa.com.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio. Or anytime at 800-306-1990, 1990, the real-time real estate segment today being brought to you by the area trusted real estate professionals of Ron Siegel Radio. Visit rsrmoney.com, rsrmoney.com. I think it's one of the best sites out there. Why do I like RSR Money so much? Well, if you're thinking about buying or selling a house anytime in your future, even if it's not right away, 6, 12, 18 months, 24 months, rsrmoney.com. It's got monitor your credit score, your budget, your banking, your assets. Oh, by the way, you can also find out the value of your house. And it even gives you 3 great sites plus Zillow. It'll also let you look at 97% of the country, what's available for sale at 97% of the country. So rsrmoney.com, rsrmoney.com. 2 reasons you should sell your house. Wondering if you sell your house this year? As you make your decision, think about what's motivating you to consider moving. A recent survey from Realtor.com asked why homeowners are thinking about selling their house this year. Here are the top 2 reasons. Again, if you're watching us on ronsiegelradio.tv, any of our socials, or the ABC News and Talk AM 1490 video feed. Why are you considering your house in 2023? 33% said, I want to take advantage of the current market. I think I can make a profit. 32%. My home no longer meets the needs of my family, space, features, location. Let's break those reasons down and explore how they might resonate with you. Number 1, I want to take advantage of the current market and make a profit. When you decide to sell your house, how much you'll make from the sale will likely be top of mind. So here's some good news. According to the latest data, the average seller can expect a strong return on their investment when they make a move. Adam explains, quote, the $112,000 profit on medium-priced home sales in 2022 represented a 51.4% return on investment compared to the original purchase price, up from 44.6% last year and from 32.8% in 2020, unquote. Even though home prices have declined slightly in some markets, they're still much higher overall than they were just a few years ago. To understand what's happening with home prices in your area and the current value of your house, work with a local real estate professional. They can give you the best advice on how much you could gain if you sell this year. Number 2, my home no longer meets my needs. The average person has been in their house for 10 years. That's a long time when you think about how much may have changed in your life since you moved in. And typically, those changes have a direct impact on what you need in a home, whether it's more or less space, different features, or a location closer to your work or loved ones. Your current house may no longer check all the boxes of what feels like home to you. If that's the case, it could be time to work with a real estate agent to find a better fit. Bottom line, if you're thinking about selling your house, there's probably a good reason for it. Let's connect so you can make a move that'll help you accomplish your goals this year. That's the real-time real estate segment. Again, brought to you by the area trusted real estate professionals of Ron Siegel Radio. Visit rsrmoney.com, rsrmoney.com. Hey, and by the way, I just want to throw this out there to you. Sneak preview of what may be coming. I'm not sure. I was on a call yesterday, and there was a gentleman on this call talking about how you can get even more for your property than you think. There's some ways of doing this. If you've been trying to get your property sold and you have a specific number you need, well, there may be some ways of doing that with creative financing. Give us a call at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, and I'll put you in touch with him, even if he hasn't been on the show until that point. Again, we are chatting this morning. Travis Robinson is with us. Maxwell Agency is the name of the company. They're called insurance brokers. Is that
right?
Would that be the right term?
Insurance brokers. So we're contracted with all the carriers, major carriers in California, the United States. So all the big players for sure.
I like the way you put that, in California and in the United States.
Right. Well,
that'd be something I would say.
Well, we do businesses. Well, yeah, I see what you're saying. Most of our businesses are in California.
Okay.
But we do have businesses that we work with in Nevada, Arizona, Texas. So,
Well, the beauty of what you and I have been chatting about a little bit off air, and we talk about it on air when you've been coming in as well, is this concept of, a broker in many instances. And I talk about this when it comes to mortgages, that, you don't want to go directly to the big company, because the big company in my world, never go to Chase. They're horrible. But, you go to someone like Wells Fargo or Bank of America, they're good people.
Mhm.
But they've got one product,
right.
right? Go over to Bank of America and ask them what Chase is doing, other than being horrible,
Right.
right? They don't know.
hmm
In your situation, I don't know all the players, but if I go to Acme Insurance, I'm assuming that Acme, and yes, I am old, so I do remember the Roadrunner, but Acme probably only knows what Acme's doing. And you know what Acme's doing, and Blue Cross is doing, and Anthem's doing, and United Health is doing,
Correct.
and all these others.
Right. So yeah, we're seeing a huge swing in the market, and we're moving a lot of our businesses to Anthem. Anthem has a very hot product right now. So I would say if you're not with Anthem, call me. I can save you 25% a month on your employee benefits, on your health insurance.
No promises. We're just
No promises, but that's the trend.
We're doing it a lot.
We're doing that a lot. We're doing that with our current clients, and we're doing it with prospects that, where they allow us to take a look at what current plans they're with and what carrier they're with. And if we're able to move them and there's no doctor interruption, we can get them in the same network so they can keep the same doctors, and we can save them 20 to 25%. Anthem is very hot right now.
So let me ask you this, because we see this quite a bit. So obviously, we leading a lending team, I talk to a lot of realtors,
Right.
and they're independent contractors. The majority are 1099 employees, or 1099 with the real estate firm. And if they have an assistant or they have other people, how big or small does a group have to be in order to come and visit you?
Our largest client is about 1,000 employees, and our smallest client is 1 employee. So if you have 2 employees, W-2'd, and one has a qualifying waiver, then
What does that mean? Qualifying waiver?
So if your spouse, like I have, my benefits are all through my wife. She works for a school district, so I have my benefits through them. So I don't take the benefits at my work.
Okay.
So if they have a way, or they have if they have, I'm losing the
Other
term.
coverage somewhere else.
Other coverage somewhere else.
I'm not giving the fancy word. I'm just
they can sign a waiver and not take the benefits. So you can go down to 1 employee. It's not common, but where we really help business owners is under 100.
Okay.
Under 100 employees, 20 employees is outstanding. We can really do a good job for that business owner, because that business owner wants to do what they're good at, right? If he's a general contractor, he's good at that. Let us handle your employee benefits. Let us handle your compliance, employee handbooks, paperless enrollments, onboarding. We can do all that, and we don't charge.
But like a real estate firm, like I talk a lot with realtors,
right?
So you got a group of 4 or 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that
Absolutely.
they could benefit and save money with you?
Oh, absolutely. Right. So when you get up to about 5 employees, that's when you start running into some regulations that you have to do, sexual harassment training. There's other things that you have to do once you reach a certain threshold of employees, and we can provide that. And again, we don't charge for it. We're very upfront with our clients. We tell them, hey, every time you pay your bill, your Anthem bill or your Blue Shield bill, we get a commission from it. So
okay, nice.
Yeah. So we like to reinvest that money back into our clients every month. So if they need to do sexual harassment training, if they need to do employee handbooks, we do that at no cost for our employees, for our groups.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a value add.
A value add, 100%. And
yeah,
we've got a lot of them.
Yeah, you and I have talked about a lot of those, and again, it's one of those issues that you just don't know what you don't know.
100%.
Right? I mean, there's so many of us. We're focused on what we do. If you're a real estate agent, if you're a CPA, if you're a lender, lenders, we're stuck because we don't have as good a lobby as the realtors do.
Right.
But you don't know because you're focused on your own business.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I used to have an import-export business. I had to know a lot of things about importing.
Right.
But all these compliance things that you're talking about. Now, I did something, and again, this was 25 years ago, so I don't even know if it's even available anymore. We had something called leased employees. Is that even a category anymore?
I believe so. It's, if you're a 1099 or if you contract with employees, they like to really make things, W-2 now. I mean, that's ideally for California. So then for what you do for one employee, you have to do for another employee, right? So
Right.
and this makes it a little bit more fair. California doesn't like those leased employees type of idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and again, like I say, I mean, I did it 25 years ago. So, things change. And that's why the services that you offer are so important.
Correct.
Right. Because you just don't know. And why would I want to keep up on it? I mean, I have to by law, but, I've got enough on my plate dealing with, understanding what the needs are of the people that I'm serving.
Right.
Right. And that's the beauty of it. The other thing that I talk about, and I'm glad that you shared it, is, you're watching who has desire right now from a provider standpoint, because it could be, a year from now, you might come back and say, well, it's Acme is better than Anthem.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we're contracted with all of them. So we want to do what's best for our group, right?
Sure.
If you have employees that are in different areas or, some that are out of state, you can't directly be with one carrier that maybe only offers HMOs. You need to have a carrier or contract with a provider that makes benefits for all of your employees in their regions or where they're living.
Now, what is the benefit here of going with someone like you, or dealing? We're going to have to talk about this when we come back. Going like to Covered California. We'll talk about that when we come back. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate current events and the financial markets. Again, when we come back, we're going to talk about On the Town, brought to you by Visit Anaheim. All that and more. You can reach me anytime off air number 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com, facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube, Ron Siegel, the numeral 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio. Your home and mortgage connection.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime. At 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. And I'm going to see if I can do this on the cuff right here. It's something that I've talked about before, and I don't know if I can even get it done because I got this new soundboard, and I was talking about getting a song on here for our friends over at Visit Anaheim. And I guess I'm too slow. So when you get these new tools and things, you got to be careful of them. So I thought I had it, but oh well. Visit Anaheim every time this week. Visit Anaheim. They get us a major event of the week, a romantic event of the week, and we get a family event of the week. And I love it because our friends over at Visit Anaheim, they do such a great job, and they're in touch with everybody that's going on, everything that's going on. So we just like to have all of this stuff available. And I'm still trying to see if I know that I had our romantic music, but I guess I just, oh, there it is. What do you think, Josh? Are we, is it romantic or are we falling asleep? Josh said we're going to sleep here. Okay. So, and I've got it even timed wrong, but something, it's our friends from Visit Anaheim. So major event of the week. Ooh, it's the biggie. The National Association of Music Merchants is taking place at the Anaheim Convention Center, April 13 to 15. NAMM is known for uniting the music, sound, and entertainment technology communities. Vendors that will have a presence at the conference include Yamaha, Fender, JBL, and more. If you're an industry pro, provide services, or are studying music, sound, or live events, you don't want to miss this. For registration information, go to www.namm.org, NancyAlphaMaryMary.org. Also, check out NAM Weekend Live Music at the Anaheim Packing House. For more concert details, head to AnaheimPackingDistrict.com. And we've got the romantic event of the week, Sun Salutations and Sound. The second annual Sun Salutations and Sound event is happening on Saturday, April 16th from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. at the Anaheim Packing District's Farmers Market. This free community mindfulness retreat is in honor of the month of April, which is also named Aphrodite, the goddess of love. Focus on intentions of love for self and others with a free morning of meditation, healing sounds, and yoga. Attendees will conclude by planting California native seeds into tiny pots and mindfully filling them with loving intentions. Registration is required as space is limited. Go to AnaheimPackingDistrict.com to reserve your spot. In the family event of the week, Kip Berry's Magical Cabaret. Located at the Anaheim Garden Walk, Kip Berry's Magical Cabaret is an award-winning magic and variety dinner show that is over an hour-long extravaganza of magic, music, comedy, and fun. This family-friendly event is appropriate for adults and children as young as 2 years of age. With shows running Thursday nights through Sunday afternoons, laugh and be amazed and make memories big enough to last a lifetime. Sunday is Family Day at the Cabaret, so all kids will get a free and delicious chocolate chip cookie at the 2 p.m. show. Dinner and drink packages are available for purchase. Go to kipberriescabaret.com for tickets and more information. That's kipberriescabaret.com. That is On the Town, brought to you by our friends at Visit Anaheim. On the Town, brought to you by our friends again at Visit Anaheim. And not to be outdone, but to add on to the fun, can we give away a trip? Travis, you didn't know we were going to do that today, did you? I didn't even tell Josh. So he's got the wheel spinning. We have not pushed the go button yet, I don't think. But if you are watching us on RonSiegelRadio.tv, you don't have to even be watching. No purchase necessary. How about 4 days, 3 nights in Las Vegas? 4 days, 3 nights in Las Vegas. We are not including your gambling expenses. We can't pay the transportation taxes or fees either. But you've got 4 days, 3 nights in Las Vegas. Hit the button, Josh. Let's see who our winner is today. And it's spinning, spinning. There it goes. I think I might have the wrong sound effect on here, but I think it's ready to stop. Who is it? Ali Amini. Ali Amini, you are the winner. You have until Friday, 5 p.m. Friday at 5 p.m. I don't even know what day that is. Probably the 15th. Is that the 15th? Is that Friday? I'm a little slow. I should have had all this stuff ready for us, but Friday the 14th. Friday the 14th. Is it 14, Josh? Yeah, we're going to do it next week. 14. Okay, Friday the 14th. What the heck? So, Ali Amini, you are the winner. 4 days, 3 nights. You just have to claim your prize by the 14th of April, 5 p.m., 4 days, 3 nights in Las Vegas. So there was something in there that I wanted. Oh, I want to cause trouble with my friend Travis Robinson here. So he is a football coach, coaching, well, I guess now you could say a national championship team. So, I was talking about in the On the Town segment, and we were talking about this romantic event. I think it was the romantic event that we had in here. And I thought it was fascinating to me because part of the romantic event is focus on intentions of love for self and others with a free morning of meditation, healing sounds, and yoga. Now, I don't know about at your school, but I know when my son was playing football at Orange Lutheran, the seniors, after they finished the season, the next semester, about half of them went into yoga class. I don't know that they did anything other than sit in the back of the class and watch, but did they do that at your school too?
I don't think so, but I've done yoga before, and it's not as easy as you would think.
That's why the football players sit in the back of the class and watch. Right?
Yeah, it can be a good workout.
That's what I hear. It's
Yeah. But I don't know that we're doing yoga at Bosco.
okay. So I just throw that out there. Just a
Yeah.
little trouble.
Yeah.
Before the break, I was contemplating, and every once in a while, when I think, it gets me in trouble. But like I said, I have a colleague of mine that was thinking about this, and he made a comment about the concept of, he didn't like the benefits that he was getting and thought maybe he could do better. And should he go by himself? Because he does have his own business as well.
Mhm.
Or, there's only, I think, 2 or 3 of them. Covered California, are you better off going Covered California or going to your own small group?
Well, Covered California has individual, and then you can also go group.
Okay.
But if you want to attract and retain talent as a business owner, we recommend employee benefits as a huge tool. There's a lot of things you can do with it that can really keep talent and attract it, as and we have a total compensation statements that shows, it breaks down if you're providing health, dental, vision, long-term care, AFLAC, Colonial, any of those benefits. We can generate these reports that shows you exactly what your employee's total compensation statement is, and it's going to be different for every single employee because of their age, their home zip code, and whatever the salary or hourly rate they have. We factor that in, and then it shows them what their group or what the business owner is doing for those employees. It's a huge tool.
So as a business owner, a small business owner, if it's a closely held company, you have a lot of options of what you can do from, as far as from a tax planning standpoint too.
Right.
And we're not giving tax advice. That's what
Absolutely not.
That's what the CPAs do. But we kind of have an idea of what we're talking about.
Well, on the group side, if you have payroll set up, you do a Section 125 plan, which allows you to pull out your the rates, your health insurance, dental, vision on a pre-tax basis. So
Okay.
You're not paying tax on it. So that's a huge advantage for business owners.
So do you work in concert with employment companies?
Yes.
Payroll companies?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We have a lot of good relationships with payroll companies.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and obviously tomorrow we get the ADP payroll report. So they have 25 million people. I don't know if you deal with them, but
we don't. ADP does. They write health insurance. So
okay.
we actually compete against ADP. They have a product that does health insurance, and it's funny you bring that up, but we win a lot of business off of ADP. We save business owners that are on ADP. We save them quite a bit of money pulling them off and putting them on their own plans.
So would they have to leave ADP from the payroll standpoint as well?
No, they can keep ADP for payroll, but
then you're going to help them with the because you can't chase 2 rabbits. I've told you that before, right? That's the whole issue right there.
Yeah.
So a lot of times people are trying to chase 2 rabbits. It doesn't work.
And we don't do payroll.
Right.
We partner with payroll companies. So
You're chasing 1 rabbit.
Right. Yep.
Right. You guys know what's going on in the health insurance world.
Correct.
And you're monitoring to say, okay, Acme's good this year, Anthem's good next year, and Blue Cross is good the year after that.
Yeah.
And you're going to tell us, hey, we don't have to go shopping it then. You're a personal shopper for us?
We do it. We run your whatever plan you're on. We take your employee census, what plan each employee's on, and then we match them to those similar plans to either give them better benefits with no doctor interruption, and we're able to save people quite a bit of money.
Do I have to wait until the to a new plan year to do that, or
every business owner has their own open enrollment period? So, and that's the first of the month. So it can range from January all the way through December. Now, a lot of businesses, I think 70% of businesses renew in the 4th quarter, but there's a lot of businesses that don't. So if
I want to go from, say, I don't know, Blue Cross to Anthem,
you can do that at any time.
Oh, I can do that anytime.
Anytime. Most people will do it at their renewal when they get a renewal and they see that, hey, I'm getting a rate increase. But if you're unhappy with a carrier or you're unhappy with your plans, you can switch plans at any time. It just has to be on the 1st of the month.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So even if if you are one of those people that say, I want to wait until our new enrollment because it's a disruption to the company,
right?
When would be the wise time for them to start talking to you?
Well, they can start talking to us now because we can provide all of our added values with what's called the BOR, so broker of record letter. So if they're unhappy with their current broker, or they don't have a current broker, or their current broker is not offering all the things that we do, we can become their broker by them just signing a letter, and then we can provide all these services at no cost anytime during the year. And it doesn't change their rates, doesn't change their plans, and they'll never get a bill from my company.
And they can also, based on what you're saying, is even if you don't want to change until the end of the year, by doing this broker record, you can say, okay, well, you're not changing it to the end of the year. I get it.
Yep.
But if you decide to change your mind, it might save you 10 grand or whatever.
Right. We can
So
take a
it
look
might
at
be an incentive for me to change my mind.
Well, and if you're still using paper, we have a paperless feature that saves HR managers, employee business owners a ton of time and money.
Gotta love it. So if you want more information from Travis Robinson, Maxwell Agency, give me a call at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. And remember, set that first radio preset button to come back here and join Ron Siegel Radio, where we only speak about items affecting your house and your bank account. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Big thanks to Josh and Sean for engineering us today. And of course, a special thanks to you for spending a little bit of your day with us. That's all for Ron Siegel Radio. Again, if you have any questions or to meet any of our guests, call me anytime. 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. And remember, make a lot of money so you can help a lot of people and have a lot of fun. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time on Ron Siegel Radio.